Okay, Jake Brandon here with Coug Connect, here with Carter, and we want to give a quick shout out to Cedar Fort Publishing and Media, who is actually sponsoring this interview. It is the first interview not behind a paywall for Coug Connect. So this is the first time we're going to throw something right out to YouTube, and that's all because of Cedar Fort Publishing and Media. You can check out their stuff at cedarfort.com. We're going to give you a promo code at the end and talk about some of these books they've got available for us there. But let's get right into this. Carter, tell us a little bit about who you are, where you played high school ball, what position you play, all that.
For sure. So I'm from Mesa, Arizona. I went to Red Mountain High School. Started off as a lineman when I was a kid. Kind of switched over to defense, played everything. But freshman year of high school, I switched to tight end, and that's pretty much where I stuck with my whole life, and that's what I am now. So
you mentioned Red Mountain High School.
Yes, sir.
You played against Chandler.
Oh, yeah.
In high school?
We played against Chandler.
Did you know the quarterback of Chandler when you guys played?
Yep, Jacob Conover.
We just had Jacob in studio. Tell us, how did that game go? I actually know. We talked about this a while ago. Tell us about that game, though.
I remember playing them twice, but the one that stood out was my senior year. We played again. Junior year, because Gunner was playing there too. Gunner Romney. So we played them in the semifinals. No, first round of playoffs actually, and I remember Gunner had 5 touchdowns against us. So I think Jake had probably like 7-8 touchdowns total. They beat us 55-0. I remember that one. You can be nuts right there. But,
I was going to. I was like,
but that was it's probably the worst game I've ever played. That was bad.
Well, good.
Our defense was not very good. So
we'll start off with that awesome memory for you with your whole football career.
Love them.
So at high school, who were you recruited by, and like kind of when did that process start for you?
So it started when our recruiting coordinator in high school, the one that just kind of like took care of all the recruiting stuff, it switched over like my junior year, so that's when it kind of got a little serious because no one really got any offers like in the past 6-7 years of me being there. And so our guy David Lawson, he kind of took over and started reaching out to colleges. I started having some coaches come visit and stuff. And we got a hold of BYU. And my dad played at BYU, and so we always kind of threw that in there like, hey, son of Warren Wheat, whatever. So I had Coach Grimes and Coach Clark come visit me at my high school. And this was during spring practice. And so they just came to say what up first. They didn't really watch practice, came to say what up. Kind of talked to them, and they were like, yeah, we want to come back and watch you actually practice, and then we want to have you out at our camp in the summer. So then they came back to watch me practice. Just did a little, it wasn't really anything crazy, didn't really have pads on or anything. They watched me run around. They were like, yeah, we want to see you block in real life and all that stuff. So I went to the camp in the summer. It wasn't really like, I wasn't really with everyone. It was kind of like a personalized thing a little bit. I was with Coach Clark some of the time, just working on routes or whatever, and then I would go with Coach Grimes and Coach Pugh and do some blocking stuff. And then like the third day into the camp, Coach Kalani and Coach Grimes pulled me aside and they were like, hey, we're ready to offer you a scholarship. We wanted to see how you'd react the first couple days of not offering you. Mm-hmm. And they're like, we think you handled it really well or whatever. So that's when they offered me. It's awesome.
What does that feel like? Someone comes up and say, hey, we're going to offer you a scholarship to play college football.
Oh, it was great. I mean, like, the first couple days I was like, dang, like, is this going to happen? Like, whatever, because you never know. And so my dad was there the whole time, and we were, like, talking and stuff, and he was watching every practice, and then they just pulled us both aside, and it was just the coolest thing ever.
Your dad light up too, man, I bet.
Yeah. No, he was crying for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what year are you technically at BYU?
Right now I'm a junior in school. I think I'm a redshirt sophomore in football.
Redshirt COVID sophomore?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I have 2 more years if I want.
That's awesome.
Redshirt junior. This would be my 4th season right here. I've been here for a minute actually.
Yeah, you have, dude.
Yeah, I'd be a redshirt junior. So.
And you've I've watched you for a while. Actually, before we met each other, kind of hung out. I watched you play a lot. I noticed Grimes used you a lot in the 2 tight end sets for lead blocking, and then I've noticed we've done less of that now. Since you've been here for a while and you've seen kind of the Grimes offense, which I would say leaned a little more. They're both balanced, but leaned a little more pro style. And you've been in A-Rod's offense that I would say leans a little bit more spread, a little bit more pistol than usual, and more spread. Tell me about the 2 different offenses and any changes you think you've noticed.
Yeah, just like you said, it's switched more over to more of a it's kind of a little bit more balanced now with some more spread. We did a lot more running with Grimes actually, but I love it still. It's pretty much the same offense, but we just do a little bit more throwing. We have a lot more receivers too now, so.
Yeah, that receiver room is deep.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of dudes.
The tight end room is deep too.
We have a bunch of dudes too, yeah.
So talk about that. Like, what's it like to be in a tight end room where you like there's all those dudes in there? Like, what is that like?
Yeah, there's like 10 of us in there right now. It's super cool. I love being a tight end here because, not just because of football, but we're all brothers and we all hang out and play games together, and it's awesome. We're brotherhood for sure. I think we're the closest group out of anyone.
Yeah, tight ends they're tight, and it helps that you live with Masen too, right? Yeah. Like I've actually heard from some players and some non-players they're kind of jealous of your roommate situation because they say you guys have like the cool house on campus. Would you agree with that?
I think we got a pretty cool house. We got me, Blake, Connor Pay, Masen Wake, and we had Wes Wright, but he just transferred to Utah State, so we're looking for another roommate. So.
We love Wes though. Shout out to Wes, right?
Shout out Wes.
Freaking love boy. Wes. He's the boy. Yeah. You're looking for another guy, right?
Yeah, looking for another roommate.
How much rent? No, I'm just kidding. Should put a plug out there. Try to find you somebody. No, that's cool. All right, so what is something at BYU that is different than what you expected? Is there anything that you were expecting that was different?
I guess just college in general. I don't know about any other colleges, but it's weird here. Like everyone knows each other. Like no matter how big the state may be or how many cities there are, everybody knows each other. I think that might just because of the LDS community and just because like
right.
I don't know, social media and stuff. But like I'll meet someone and they'll know 30 people I know or whatever, and so it's kind of weird with like the whole dating scene because like everyone knows everyone. But I think that's something that's
different.
Something different than I
expected.
Way different than high school, at least, you know.
That's awesome. So I know something about you that I bet most people watching don't know, and that's about you and music. Tell us about how you started music, what kind of music you listen to, what you do with music. Carter music, what is that?
So I guess when I was little, I just always had a little ear for music, and I was always listening to some stuff, no matter what it be. But I got into piano lessons when I was really, really little, probably like 6, 7. Did them for like a year and a half or whatever, and I pretty much hated it. I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, it's killing my love for whatever. But I would still play it all the time, and I pretty much just figured out how to play by ear and figured out that's what I was good at. I'm not really good at reading sheet music, but so I'm to the point where I could like listen to a song and just like keep replaying it and figure it out by that. And so yeah, I got a little keyboard in my room and I make beats on my computer and stuff. So
yeah, you not just like do keyboard stuff, you like mix beats, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how many tracks do you think you've played around with and made? And when did you start mixing beats specifically?
I bought this program called FL Studio probably like a year ago. I've probably made over 300.
Really?
I make one like every day, maybe even 2.
So you're still doing it. It's still an active thing.
And I don't really even do anything with them. I just love doing it. It's so fun.
Yeah. So we like talked. This goes way back, by the way. We talked. Was this like last summer?
Mm-hmm.
Right. We hung out a couple times. We talked about making a BYU hype track.
Yeah.
And potentially a BYU hype album. Are we still gonna do that?
Oh, for sure.
You got of your 300. You got some favorites?
Oh yeah. We're gonna get Isaac Rex on that. We're gonna get Jacob Conover. Anyone who wants to sing. We're gonna make a variety of me.
Just a good variety
songs for sure.
Would be EP, right? It'd be an eclectic mix of all that stuff.
Be fun, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. So let's find out who is the jokester on the team. There's probably many. Who's like the main guy?
I lock her next to Cody Ebbs. He's a weird dude. He's always joking around. Miles Davis, he's goofy. Isaac Rex is another one. He's just you never know what's gonna come out of his mouth.
Yeah. I've heard Isaac has interesting in-game conversations occasionally with the other team.
Yeah. I've heard he talks in after the game, especially. He says some goofy things, but like I'm sure you guys have seen his interviews after they're like, "What are you gonna do after the game?" He's like, probably get a snack and go to bed. He's just I love him to death. He's funny. But those are a couple of the jokesters I know. Okay,
so speaking of in-game conversations, is there anything that you know a teammate has said or that you have said or overheard in the middle of a game that's of note?
After the LA Tech game, I remember one of the defensive ends was like, "Hey, how old are you guys?" I'm 21, but he's like, "Wait, you're not like 29?" I'm like, "No, but there's some dudes on our team that are up there for sure." They're like, "You guys got kids?" It's just fun. They're always asking about our age and stuff. So
do you feel like playing at BYU, people have this unique perception of like who you guys are?
Oh yeah, they all just think we're married with kids and old men, like
You think,
balding dudes, That's just what they think. They all think we're just, and they're always asking questions about our religion, like
in game. We're talking in game.
Just like at the end of the game,
at the
or
end of
like
the game.
during like a timeout or whatever. Like when you come back on the field, I was talking about like you drink soda, and like they're just clueless to our religion. It's just pretty funny. Like
yeah, it's funny because
they ask funny questions.
We had Caleb Hayes on here, and so it was Caleb and Devon, and neither one of them are members of the church, but they have tons of exposure and connection to the church through their BYU connections, right? Both playing at BYU. Yeah. And Caleb was talking to Jalen Vickers and some different guys about what like going on a mission and like doing all this stuff, and it's just so interesting. He's like, I always got these questions, and he's like, dude, when I ask them, like they break it down, like they break it down for you. They teach it. I got more questions after that. Like he goes on to that. Have you ever talked with anybody on our team who's like I mean, Chris is a new guy in, but anyone else come in and like had questions for you about the church or anything?
No one's really kind of asked me about those, but I've overheard some conversations and stuff, and there's always dudes they're nice about it though. No one really pushes anything on people, but
yeah,
something that was really cool actually a couple years ago. You guys probably remember this. Kyle Griffiths and Isaiah Kafusi, they actually brought a Book of Mormon to a kid on the other team. I forgot who we were playing. It might have been Western Kentucky or something like that.
But I think it was Western Kentucky.
Yeah. And they went and gave him a Book of Mormon and stuff. That was pretty cool.
They said during the game he was asking questions about it. Is that right?
I think so.
Is that the kind of the story there? And they like went and like hooked him up and like talked about it. And now Kyle's a GA now.
Mm-hmm.
How long do those GAs go? Are they there for 1 year, 2 years? You don't know. Is he still around for now?
Yeah, he's around right now. Yeah.
And
he's my neighbor too, actually. So
he lives next to you.
Yeah. I see him often.
Oh, that's cool, man.
That's my boy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah,
he's
awesome.
a good dude.
He when I first came in, he's the first guy to like take me under his wing and taught me everything. And so shout out Kyle. I love Kyle for sure.
Yeah. So have you had the chance to pay that forward to anybody else? Have any younger guys come in that you've like kind of shown the ropes to?
To be honest, no. I haven't really had any like crazy. Oh, you're talking about taking someone under my wing?
Yeah.
Sure. No. Someone that actually on my visit, I was with Ethan Erickson. He's another tight end in our group. So he's my age, but he went on a mission and he came back. And so I was already pretty close with him, but I kind of showed him around. And
is he rooming with Houston and Chris? Is that right?
Yeah, for sure. They live right next to us too.
They live by you guys too?
Same hill.
The same hill, okay.
Yeah, like a 1 minute drive probably.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah, their house is nice.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about prowlers. When you hear prowlers right now, what goes through your mind?
Yeah, they'll suck for sure. Every Friday during the off season.
Yeah.
So so
the sled push, right?
It's like what you see in the gym, like when people push it on the turf or whatever. Little sleds. They put like a 45 on each side, and we'll either do suicides where you go 5 back, 10 back, 15 back, and we'll have like 4 to 6 of those, or we'll do 50 yards straight, and we'll do 4 or 6 of those. So it kind of depends on.
Yeah.
But yeah, those suck for sure. It's the worst.
So I've watched speaking of training, I've watched on Twitter that you guys are doing more swimming. Would you say it's more, or have you always done the swimming?
We always do swimming because like in the off season when it's cold, we go in there and we swim every Wednesday. It's super fun. Nice little workout. We race.
Is it just for the workout value, or is there, you think, like injury prevention where it's kind of like a lengthening exercise too?
No, that too, for sure. It's a nice little break. We're working out Monday, Tuesday, and then swim Wednesday, and it's for sure a good workout too, though.
Yeah. You look forward to it, though.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love swimming.
Better than prowlers.
Oh, yeah, way better.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, prowlers gets you right, for sure, but
yeah,
no one really looks forward to prowlers,
Okay, so at its tight end, you're kind of like a combo, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of a receiver who also has to mix it up and block pretty much like another tackle.
Right.
Right? So I want to hear about the toughest guy who's guarded you the tightest ever, high school, junior high, whatever, to now, on running routes, and then the hardest guy you've had to block or move in the game.
I think the hardest guy to run routes against, I've been against, I want to say, I'd line up in one-on-ones. I'd line up at wide out a couple times and run against D-Lo and Keenan Ellis and Chris Wilcox. I think those 3 guys right there have locked me down pretty good.
D-Lo's good.
Yeah, D-Lo's for sure good, and he's physical too. The hardest guy I've had to block for sure is Bracken Bakri, just because he bangs so freaking hard. I remember the first time I came in fall camp, and the first day I had my pads on, I've seen stars. He gave me brain damage for sure. He does not care about pain at all.
Is he the guy who likes to lead with his face mask on everything? I hate those guys.
And after practice one time, Coach Clark, we wanted to work a certain play,
Yeah.
blocking. And he's like, "Hey, Bracken, come here, I need you." And we're like, "Oh, no."
Why Bracken?
And so it was like a group of like 5 of us, and we all just took turns running one and he knew what we were doing. So
he
like,
cheated.
he was just giving us a look, and he was just blasting us. It was just embarrassing us. So shout out, Bracken.
Well, speaking of goofy guys, Bracken falls definitely in that category, would you say?
Oh, yeah, he's weird. But I love him. Yeah, he says the most random things.
Give us an
His
example.
Instagram name is like Buzz Lightyear or something. Like, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but. And if you get in an argument or like a debate with him, he will win. He'll make you sound dumb. So.
Oh, he's smart too, huh?
Yeah.
He's not just goofy. He's
and
smart.
He rides he would ride his little motorcycle to school, and I would see him like in like snow with shorts on, some old man socks, a little beanie hat, and a BYU shirt, just riding his little motorcycle, freezing cold. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
Well, that's awesome. So we talk about goofy guys on the team. Who's the most serious guy on the team?
Serious dudes. I think a couple serious dudes that stand out. One guy, I guess he might not be that serious. I don't know him too well.
Right.
I talked to him a bunch, but he's like he seems super shy to probably someone that doesn't really know him, but his name's Earl Mariner. So
Oh yeah.
I guess when you get close to him, I'm sure he's totally different to like all the D linemen and stuff, but when the average kid on our team is like, "Oh, this guy never talks. He's pretty serious." So him, someone that I think works really hard.
Hold on. I don't want to keep. Zoe, tell us about Earl. Give us the DL on Earl. We got Lorenzo off camera here.
No, Earl is just him. He's just his own person. He only talks if you talk to him.
Exactly, bro. I think I said my first word to him in 3 years, probably like a couple weeks ago. Excuse me, Earl. My bad, bro. So yeah.
Okay, sorry. Go on.
Another serious dude that works really hard is Pepe Tanavasa. So
Yeah.
I've lifted with him, and I was in his group and stuff, and he's super hard worker and
Yeah.
pretty serious. So
Dude, Pepe's had some times where he's had to like fill in for those backers, and he's done pretty
Yeah.
well. He's given opportunity. I like that
love
kid.
Pepe. Hard
He's
worker.
Navy transfer.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah, I really like Pepe.
Yeah, I love Pepe.
Very cool. Well, we're gonna give. Oh wait, I've got Cougar Board questions for you.
Let's get it.
I got Cougar Board questions. Let's see. They want to know what Masen Wake is like as a roommate.
So I've known Mason for probably 3 years now. That's my dude for sure. I love him. He's a pretty kept to himself guy. He'll be in his room a lot, just chilling.
Yeah.
But when we're playing games, he'll be super, super loud, screaming. Even if I'm not playing with him, I can hear him through the vent. I'm on the very top floor, and then there's a main floor, and then he's in the basement. Oh my gosh, no way! He's one shot! I'm like, hear him all the way through the vent. I'm like, there's no shot.
Yeah.
But Mason's just your typical meathead, like, tell him to do anything, he'll do it.
Yeah.
He'll have your back, though, for sure. That's my guy. If I was
Yeah.
in trouble, I called him, he'd be there in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good dude, man.
Yeah,
He's
love
good.
living with him.
We're actually trying to get Mason to stream. Have you heard about that? He
Yeah.
told you?
Mm-hmm.
So it might be some entertaining streaming value
Oh,
if he's
for
got
sure,
some
yeah.
meltdowns on
Yeah,
camera.
we've been grinding Fortnite every single night.
He's getting ready for it. All right, I want to know. Tell us something about Coach Clark that we wouldn't know.
He's really heavy into like heavy metal music.
Really?
He loves rock music. He loves Tool. I think that's his favorite band right now. So we'll walk into meetings and he'll have like a hard like metal
Yeah.
music video playing on the projector. And we're walking, he's bumping his head. We're like, dang,
He's ready to go.
So that's something I don't think anyone would
No,
ever
if
expect.
you meet Coach Clark, you're probably
Yeah,
not thinking that guy's
right.
metalhead.
Yeah.
That's
Loves
cool.
that
What
guy.
about you? You're into music. What kind of music do you like? Do you got any music recommendations for the people out there?
I go through like different moods of music. Never country. I don't like country ever. I think like at night I have a playlist, a simp playlist.
Simp playlist.
It's like all soft songs. I can get really soft. I love like gentle music. I like
Yeah.
even listening to just like piano soundtracks and stuff.
I love piano too.
But normally I just love rap. Like Lil Baby's probably my top guy.
Okay. So go back to your simp music here, because I'm curious. Have you ever listened to May?
May.
Well, I'll get you the details.
Maybe.
M-A-E, May.
Maybe.
We'll talk after.
If I-
We'll talk
Out
after.
there, yeah, for sure.
You got any
Yeah.
simp suggestions for us then? If we want to make our own simp playlist?
I'm gonna check my phone real quick.
Go ahead. We'll
I just
take a
added
moment.
this song. It's so nice and soothing.
I love it.
Oh, actually, there's some good Coldplay songs that are super soft.
Coldplay,
too.
okay.
Yeah, for sure. So there's this song I came across the other day. by this dude Novo Amor.
Okay.
Called Repeat Until Death. It's just super chilling. So if you want to look that up, go ahead. But
Okay.
yeah, I just love soft music like that. Late at night or just laying in bed or something.
Yeah, so you have different music for different
Oh,
moods.
for
then.
sure, yeah.
So you got like any like electric techno kind of stuff? I know you make beats.
Oh yeah,
Like
I do. I went probably like 7th through 9th grade. I went through a huge EDM phase. Not like crazy EDM, but like it leans more to like trap remixes where it's like still like a beat to a rap song, but it's
Mhm.
like a little bit more instruments and add-ons that you wouldn't really find in a rap song. So
Yeah.
so people just kind of like make beats just to listen to. No one can really rap on them because there's not really space, but I like that kind of stuff.
that's cool.
Really creative music, you know.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you some of. I'm gonna try and replicate this for you, Devon. We give Devon's blast questions, fast,
Okay.
quick questions, and we'll see how we go here. So, are you a Batman or a Superman guy?
Batman for sure. Dark Knight all the way.
Okay, and then movies, Marvel or DC?
Neither. I hate both.
Okay,
Unless it's like OG Batman or Spider-Man
yeah,
movies. I never really got into the old like
I like the OG Batman
Captain
movies.
America, like all that stuff. I never really liked that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, so would you rather be hot or cold?
Hot for sure.
Hot.
AZ. Shout out AZ.
For Arizona, huh?
Yeah,
All
I hate
right.
the snow.
You're done with the snow, huh?
Yeah.
So you're not moving back to Utah.
I mean, I'll live here for sure. I don't mind the cold. The only thing I hate is like working with a vehicle in the snow,
Yeah.
wiping off my windshield unless I have a garage to park in.
Yeah.
But I'd way rather wake up and be able to go in the sun and tan, and I hate being like super white here.
Okay, would you rather go back in time 10 years or have $10 million right now?
$10 million right now.
What would you do with it?
Travel the world.
Travel the
Just
world
Grab a couple of my closest friends and just.
and go. You guys are going to Cancun?
I think we're gonna go.
Gonna
to
make it
Cancun.
happen? Did you get a passport?
We might go on a cruise actually.
Ah.
We might go to Carnival end of
Okay.
April.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, no, that'll
like
be
it.
fun for sure. I think that's what we're actually gonna do for sure.
Out of Long
We
Beach?
don't have our passports, but I
You
think
can
they
you can do it. You can do
birth
it. Then.
certificate. So.
Mm-hmm. You can
And
make
Miles
it happen.
Davis just went on.
Did he do
cruise
it?
there, and he said it was the best thing. Just a weekend, but we might go like 4 days.
Yeah, dude. The Ensenada one's not a bad little trip down to Mexico. It's pretty solid. You got anyone with you that speaks Spanish? Because you and Mason don't.
If Wes comes,
Oh,
speaks
Wes
Spanish.
comes. You think he'll come down for that?
maybe.
Oh, we'll have to see how that
Depending
goes.
on what their schedule is during April, but
Okay, you got to eat one food for the rest of your life. What is it?
pizza.
Pizza? You just mix
Pizza
it
or
up?
sushi.
Ooh, sushi.
Yeah, I love sushi.
Where do you go for
Big
sushi?
guy.
Provo, Orem area.
Ito is good. I
Okay.
like wild ginger.
Wild ginger.
Sushi, yeah.
Sushi, yeah. I haven't been to
I
Ito.
like
I've been to the other two,
I
though.
like the all you can eat.
Just
They're
keep
just
bringing
pretty
it out.
slow sometimes.
Keep bringing it
You
out,
gotta
yeah.
tell them like before you're even done. You're like,
Yeah, they, it's a mind game with them. They
like
know.
hide it under the table. Hey, can I get another round?
Yeah,
And
they-
then start eating because
They know, dude.
they wait till you get full.
They wait till that stimulus hits your brain and tells you
Right.
you're
And
full.
then they try and charge you a 5 little fees, so you just gotta put them in napkins. And
Yeah, if you don't finish them, dude, we need to go do sushi. Like,
for sure, let's
we
do
both
it.
know how this works. We got this
Let's
all
go.
dialed in. Okay, cool. We want to give a quick shout out to Cedar Fort Publishing and Media for sponsoring this video. At cedarfort.com, you can find these books that are available that we're promoting. We're going to do a giveaway. Carter's going to give away one of these books and this set of books on his social media. Coog Connect is going to give away a set of these books as well. And then actually, Carter, these books on the table are yours.
Oh, perfect.
You get to keep
That's
them
awesome.
for you. Study them. I know you're a
Thank you.
big reader, right?
Big reader.
Big reader. Big time
A
reader.
book a week.
A book a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps the doctor away. Or something like that.
Read 3 books in my life.
3 books. What's your favorite book of the 3?
I read a book in like 6th grade called Abduction. I don't know who it's by or what. Some little kid got stolen and like he had to make his way back. It was cool.
That sounds cool. Well, you didn't read Hatchet?
Oh, I did read Hatchet actually. That's a good book.
That was a good book. Everyone's read Hatchet, right?
Might have to go reread that. I'm a big rereader.
Hey, I've got a copy of Hatchet if you want to
Cool,
borrow
man.
it.
Send it my way.
Have you read Holes?
I've just watched the
We
movie
might-
a million times. But I'm sure.
My 8-year-old's reading Holes
I actually
right now.
read Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief.
Yeah?
Way better than the movie.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never seen the movie or read the book. I'll have to check
Way
that
better.
out.
Yeah.
So anyway, as we're talking about books, cedarfort.com. If you use the promo code COOG25, that's one word, COUG 25, you'll get 25% off your entire order. These books are on sale here. And if you like this sort of thing, if you like our Coog Connect stuff, but not behind a paywall, because I've had people tell me, hey, they've DM'd me, hey, your paywall's too much. It's more than the Atlantic, or the Athletic, I mean, it's more than this. People need to realize we split that money with the players, right? There's production costs, there's things like that, but this is all NIL driven. It's all NIL driven from sponsors and fans, and that, but it all goes to help the players, right? You feel like we take good care of you guys?
Oh yeah, I love Coot Connect. Love working with them. Been with them for a minute. Did a Fortnite tournament. They're always taking care of us. I encourage more athletes to get on board and appreciate what they're doing.
Appreciate that, man. So yeah, cedarfort.com. You can find these books there. You can use our promo code COOG25. We appreciate them. Shout out to Clint, our man there, who hooked us up.
Sir, shout out Clint.
Got a special thing coming for you, Clint. We really appreciate you, everything you're doing for us. You want to go on the whiteboard? You teach us how to stem somebody up? Or you want to teach us leveraging on blocking?
Actually, had to stem someone real quick.
You want to teach us something? We're going to pause this real quick. We're going to pause this real quick, change camera angles. We come back. Carter's going to teach us some receiver knowledge. Okay, Carter, lay it down for us right here. Let's talk about stemming somebody up on a route.
Okay, so I'm just going to go over something simple. One of my favorite routes to run. Just pretend I'm a flex receiver on the sideline. Just classic fade. Just one of my favorite releases. So if we're running one-on-ones in practice or something, in a game, whatever it may be.
This is press man look mostly with this fade? Okay.
Press corner right here. So this is one of my go-to moves that I've found out works pretty well. I'll kind of take a couple shuffle steps outside like this. Pretend I'm doing a little diamond release for a slant. I'll break in really hard, sell the slant, I'll turn my head, and I'll just, boom, burn him right there. I found that works like more than coming inside and then going out, so they get their hands on me or whatever. But I like the shuffle step because then they kind of like hold off a little bit. They don't know what I'm doing. Break in really hard, think I'm running the slant, and then I just take off.
They probably don't see the time with the shuffle at the beginning because usually you're going to stem up right from the get-go to the inside.
Yeah.
And so that's actually probably a nice little mix-up for them.
And then once I get here, kind of stay close to the numbers, let them throw the ball out to we call it the blue line in between the numbers and the sideline, and let them throw me out. Don't fade. Stay tight. Stay behind the...
So when you break off to your fade, so when you come crash, you bend it in, you break it off to your fade, are you looking for hips turned? Are you looking for head turn? What is your signal?
Yeah, right when their hips turn, I'm cutting straight up.
Okay. That's what I hear most of the time from guys. I just want to
that's what get them right there. So
perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Coot Connect, for joining us for this interview. Carter Wheat. Carter, thanks a lot for being here, man.
Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. Love having you around.
It's fun.
We'll do this again sometime for sure. Okay. Thank you. Coot Connect out.
Cool.